Here's the ultimate guide to catch more and bigger crappie in every season, no matter where you fish. Let's go, baby. Okay, let's start off with winter, as it's right around the corner. Cold water challenges are no problem if you think like a crappie. First hack is to fish during midday when the water temps are slightly warmer. And hack 2 is to use a slow retrieve and pause frequently to entice lethargic crappie. And hack 3 is to use a pink or chartreuse jig with a paddle tail near deep brush piles, which will lead to more bites every time. And of course, especially in colder water, we want to be targeting deep water with submerged logs, trees, rock piles, and creek channels. In colder water, crappie are less active, and they seek out stable environments with heavy cover. They do feed less frequently in winter, but they still will target small bait fish that swim by. Another great tactic is to focus on smaller, easy-to-catch prey when you're up against slower-moving fish in colder water. Crappie rely heavily on their vision to locate prey, especially in clear water. That's why we always use brightly colored lures and more natural-looking baits. Here are some more great lure choices to use in winter. First is always going to be bladed baits. Crappie are more apt to respond to subtle vibrations. So just use a lift and drop retrieve near deeper structure. Gold and silver bladed baits near submerged brush and rock piles will trigger quality catches, I promise you. And smaller 1/32 ounce jigs with soft plastic bodies, fish slowly along the bottom in finesse presentations are really the key in winter when the paper mouths are a lot more sluggish and selective. Hey, now's a great time to hit the like and share button and subscribe and notification bell so you never miss out on our next great post. Thank you. Okay, we've made it to spring, the absolute best time to catch giant slabs. Where do we fish? Shallow waters near vegetation, rocky shorelines, and submerged brush piles because during the spawning season, crappie move into shallow areas with cover to lay their eggs. Of course, these spots provide protection and do attract bait fish, which is their primary food source. The best hacks for spring are to use a fish finder if you're out on the boat to locate large schools near these spawning areas and to experiment with different jig colors. Bright colors like pinks and oranges and chartreuse, as we've mentioned, which work really well, especially in spring's dirty or muddy stained water. Now for the best baits and lures to catch big fish during this prime feeding season. Live emerald shiner minnows under a lightweight balsa stick bobber are by far the number one irresistible bait for crappie during the spring spawning season. Just rig your mini up through the lips so she swims more natural and stays alive longer. And you can use a slip bobber to adjust the depth to match where the crappie are holding. We love the fixed stick bobbers because most of the time in spring, they're going to be in 6 feet of water or less, and it's like taking candy from a baby this way. And marabou jigs also work really great when crappie are actively feeding and preparing to spawn, which makes the lifelike movement of these jigs so likely to trigger more strikes. Just cast them near shallow cover near brush piles, wooden docks, and submerged trees with slow and steady retrieves. Our favorite color, again, is a chartreuse jig by far. There's no better fun than pulling up monster slabs one after the other in spring. Okay, folks, on to summer. I hope that you're still there and you got a lot of great tips and tricks from the videos so far. Summer temperatures are heating up, and so is the crappie bite. As water temps begin to rise, crappie will retreat to cooler, deeper waters. And they'll suspend near structure that provides shade and also brings in bait fish. Near submerged logs, sunken trees, brush piles, wood, and underwater humps. And if you're out on the boat or kayak fishing, make sure to use your fish finder to locate crappie schools near submerged ledges in about 15 to 20 feet of water typically. The best lures and baits to use to catch more and bigger slabs is always live minnows, like we mentioned. But crankbaits are very effective in summer, either trolled or casted and retrieved near drop-offs and submerged logs. Cranks can reach these depths and they mimic bait fish. So you will have great success catching crappie and bass too along the way. Shad colors work great, and we love chartreuse green again with red eyes and red hooks to slay slabs. And soft plastic grubs are also very effective for catching crappie in deeper water. Just rig up a grub onto your 1/16 ounce jig head and use a vertical jigging technique near all the structure we've mentioned. And a white grub is always going to be a crappie killer. It's fall, baby, and yet another great time to target big crappie. Like most fish, they're going to be feeding often and aggressively in fall to prepare for winter. One of our favorite lures to target fall slabs is a lipless crankbait. These will mimic schooling bait fish if you match the hatch with your color choices. And you can use a faster retrieve near the edges of weed beds or out in open water or near rocky shorelines. And if you cast a silver lipless crank, it's going to look like a jumbo fleeing shiner minnow, and it's usually going to lead to multiple strikes in that area. And tube jigs also work really great in fall for crappie. When you cast them near drop-offs and ledges, and you use a slow hopping retrieve. A green and white tube jig near this type of underwater submerged structure always seems to produce for us in fall with slabs. Okay, we hope you're still with us, folks. We're going to wrap up this last section with a little bit of a good summary here. Remember, if you fish in low light conditions at dawn and dusk, these are always going to be prime times for catching all fish. It's when they feed most aggressively. Bass, catfish, crappie, they're no different. So understanding crappie's behavior and where to target them when they're feeding is the key to successful crappie fishing every time. So just make sure you tailor your approach to the seasonal patterns and the habitat preferences, all the things that we've covered and shared in this video, and I promise you, you will increase your catch rate tremendously. That's it, folks, okay? Please like this video and share it with your fellow fishing friends and enthusiasts, and join our community of passionate anglers today so you never miss out on all of our valuable insights that we post daily. Plus all of our expert fishing tips, tricks, hacks, gear reviews, tutorials, and gear recommendations to improve your fishing skills and knowledge and up your fishing game. So don't miss out on becoming a better angler when you join our fishing family today. Tight lines, folks. We'll see you out on the water chasing paper mouths any single day of the week, baby. Go get 'em, gang. Okay, folks, thanks for watching. Please like this video, hit the subscribe button before you leave, and don't forget to enable your bell notifications so you never miss another great video coming your way.